Hello, and welcome back. We're going to take one more tour on a WordPress website that isn't necessarily designed for managing learning as it is for presenting learning content. And what's the difference? Well, this particular WordPress site is not nearly as complicated as the others because it doesn't involve logins and users and that sort of thing. I used WordPress to create a learning experience, a site where someone would go and learning would happen with them. So before we get into that little situation there, I want to show you, this is the AtomandQuark Area 154 sub-site. And what this does is what it was designed to do is just basically teach younger students, elementary age students, about chemistry. And so you'll notice here that there are some things that are the same, and there are some things that are different. There are some plugins that are the same. Simple History is the same. There's the Elementor that's the same. And you'll notice that the side menu here has a whole lot less going on. And you'll also notice maybe that you don't see the Sensei or the LearnPress plugins. So that means that this is not going to operate the same way the others do. And that's kind of the neat thing about WordPress, is that it provides a wide variety of flexibility. So let's take a look for a second and see the difference between this site and the other one. This is the AtomandQuark Table of Secrets online adventure. And this is designed to provide the students with engaging learning that is story-based, has a narrative, and includes interactive content that promotes the user to be an active part of the learning. So let's just take a quick look at how this might be built. So we're going to begin the adventure. So we'll click that. Now in the first few minutes, this is where we spend setting up the story. And this lays the foundation and the motivation for why kids would want to go learn about the periodic table, which, let's face it, is not the most exciting thing ever.
Boy, am I glad to see you. We're just sitting here studying this signal that we just got. I have no idea what it is or where it came from.
So I'm going to pause there, and if you're interested in watching the rest of it, then you're absolutely more than welcome to. There's a navigational menu here that allows students that at the end of the video, they're presented with some choices. And they can go to any section of these elements, S, D, F, P. So let's suppose we wanted to go to the S elements. Well, we would click that. And then there's an interactive video portion that introduces them to these elements. And then here are the elements that are available. So the investigation keeps going until the storyline is complete, and at the end there's an interactive quiz that helps assess whether or not the student knows kind of what they're doing. So if we've investigated all of these, then we can click on investigate other elements, and it takes us back to the original menu, which is here to check out the elements at the end. Pretty straightforward, but you'll notice, I don't want to talk over myself again, but you'll notice that there's no login, there's no, it doesn't look like an LMS because this is an experience-based site. And it's got some, it looks different. There's directions and places I can go if I want to jump up here. Documents. This was created for teachers in mind, so if they want to get a copy of the students' versions of the mission logs or the mission key for the answers, so students can, get access to those. Probably, actually, that might not be such a bad idea, or a good idea, rather. And then the teaching guide to kind of explain what's happening during this particular adventure. So there you go. There's all kinds of wild and various things that you can do with WordPress. And if you require this kind of flexibility, then this is a great option. You can make it as simple and as straightforward, or as complex and wild as you want. There is a bit of a learning curve associated with this, and maybe that means some frustration, but it will grow with you. As you learn more about this type of technology and how to use it in an online environment, the trouble with maybe Google Classroom is that it's very limited in its ability. It's easy to set up and use, which is great, but it's limited. It doesn't provide you with the same level of control or power or flexibility. We just looked through three almost completely different applications, but the same program that built them. See how there's a sense of specificity, targeting, and the thing I like about this is I like the fact that once you program your own intellectual property, your own knowledge, and your own content into these sites, they're yours. You get to own that stuff. And you put it into Google, Google owns it. That's kind of frustrating. And that's the same goes with any other online system that you might purchase that acts as a platform for you to put knowledge into. Once you put it in there, it's theirs. There's no way to get it out. Anyway, that's enough for now. There's a little bit here about plugins, and then a quick, we'll call it a questionnaire. But if you could just reply and then answer these questions as best you can, that would be awesome. And I think that'll do it for right now. See where this goes. Thank you for watching.